Count Dooku nearly killed Anakin and Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones, but how would the Clone Wars and Imperial era change if he'd killed Kenobi? What if Count Dooku killed Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones? Anakin Skywalker was mutilated and defeated by Count Dooku in Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. But what if the Sith Lord also killed his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi? Anakin Skywalker would be left without his closest friend as the galaxy went to war, and he became a mentor to Ahsoka Tano, resulting in a different iteration of Star Wars, the Clone Wars and, subsequently, the Star Wars original trilogy era. Anakin would have a much darker storyline and fall to the dark side more easily, but even in this grimmer version of the Star Wars saga, the Jedi would prevail. Anakin was faced with a similar scenario to this in the Legends continuity. In the original Clone Wars multimedia project, Obi-Wan Kenobi and the ARC Trooper Alpha were presumed dead during the disastrous Battle of Jakku. Anakin, who became a Jedi Knight much later in the Clone Wars in Legends than he did in canon, was assigned to Jedi Master Ki-Adi-Mundi, who challenged Anakin's views on attachment by divulging the tragic loss of his Jedi Order-approved family at the hands of the Sith. Whatever lessons Anakin might have learned from Mundi were lost when Obi-Wan and Alpha resurfaced, having been pals on Asajj Ventress' home planet of Rutatic. If Anakin lost Obi-Wan in Attack of the Clones in the Legends timeline, he'd likely be assigned to Ki-Adi-Mundi for the entirety of the Clone Wars, but without Obi-Wan's good influence on him, he'd likely fall to the dark side and betray the Jedi Order to the Sith sooner, resulting in a far gloomier original trilogy era, since Obi-Wan wouldn't be alive to train Luke Skywalker as a Jedi. In the canon timeline, the Clone Wars were quite different for Anakin, since he mentored Ahsoka and encountered different separatist menaces, such as Savage Opress. Darth Maul also survived his bisection on Naboo in canon, further complicating the war. Had Obi-Wan been killed by Dooku at the start of the war, here's what would likely become of Anakin, Ahsoka, and the Star Wars saga as a whole. Although Anakin Skywalker was knighted shortly after the Battle of Hypori in Legends, his ascension to Jedi Knighthood occurred shortly after the Clone Wars began in canon. With Obi-Wan Kenobi dead, the Jedi Order and the Republic would need more knights to serve as generals in the war, so Anakin would become a true Jedi. Without Obi-Wan's influence, Anakin would have nothing but hatred for Dooku and feelings of protectiveness over the few beings he's still close with, such as Padme and the clones he'll inevitably form bonds with. In the canonical The Clone Wars, Captain Rex and Commander Cody quickly become friends and partners, with each clone officer leading the respective divisions of Anakin and Obi-Wan. Without Obi-Wan, the 212th Attack Battalion would have a different Jedi general leading them and likely not work alongside the 501st Legion nearly as often. Captain Rex would likely work alongside other legions and thus other clone officers during engagements like the Battle of Tyburn, Christophsis, Rishi Station, and Kamino. Even with a more distant relationship with Commander Cody, however, Rex would still become one of Anakin's friends.